There is such a creature in the world. They were discovered by a few people, but it doesn't exist officially. We refer to this group of creatures as unidentified, mysterious animal, unidentified organism. UMA for short. Hello, and welcome to the UMA video series. This issue will share with you a haunt in Chile. The mystery of the unknown creature. Arica monster. Arica monster is also called Arica beast. It was discovered in the Atacama Desert in Chile, especially around Arica. This creature, it is usually described as between kangaroos and birds. It looks like a small dinosaur. Height is around 6'7", with grey skin and 2 thick thighs. Bipedal walking. August 1st, 2004. Governance Arica Star took a fancy to a headline. The article on the discovery of strange creatures in Pampa. Here's the story. 2 days ago, around 9:30 p.m. on July 30th, dedicated to Army Officer Hernan Cuevas, with his wife and 2 young children, and a driver, Dario, driving a car in Chile. On the US highway, in the area near Pampacha, near the famous Guardian statue, suddenly encountered a bizarre beast crossing the road. It's pretty fast. The terrified driver slammed on the brakes. I saw the creature turned grey. No hair. Standing and walking on 2 hind legs. You can see his visible thighs. Just a few minutes later, another creature of the same kind appears. This time, Lee Kelm, Cuevas, and his 12-year-old daughter Tonya. I can clearly see the appearance of the creature. The tense atmosphere did not make them lose their composure. Tonya recalls, these creatures are very similar to dinosaurs. Forelimbs are small. According to their discussions, estimate the first creature was between 6 and 7 feet tall, and the size of the second one. It's a little bit small, although it was night. But when biological action, the distance from the vehicle should not exceed 13 feet, plus bright moonlight and headlights, to allow them to see the full picture of life. 2 days after the report was August 3rd, 2004. There is another one titled, Acha reports more news of strange creatures. And again, this is something that people are interested in. It happened half a month ago, Sunday, around mid to late July. Around 9 p.m., governance of non-commissioned Albert's family of 6, also driving near the Guardian statue, encounter a kangaroo with dog-faced limbs, chasing their vehicles. One of the eldest daughters, Carmen Diaz, describes he was talking to his brother in the back seat of the car. Suddenly, everything went dark. Then I saw many birds through the window, but with the sound of a dog's head. 2 of them passed the vehicle from the front. The other 2 dashed to the front of the car. He wasn't sure about these creatures. Does it have wings or legs? Because they quickly disappear into the night. Several children, including him, they were terrified. Until their mother spoke. They just came to their senses. And Carmen's mother, Teresa Diaz, sitting in the passenger seat of the car, is the best eyewitness. He added that these creatures run extremely fast, almost flush with the vehicle, 60 miles an hour. The incident caused tension in the whole family. It even makes him afraid to return, for fear of being laughed at. So I only saw the news from 2 days ago. They just decided, publicize their experiences. After the incident was reported, there were also 2 animal hunters go near the Guardian statue, looking for clues to animals. But I didn't find anything special. Things are not touching the writing. The reporters of the above 2 articles, Fernando have been closely following the investigation into these incidents. On August 7th, again, he includes a similar sighting. The source of the news. It's the owner of a magazine store in the town of Alicocua, Vani Reyes. He said there was a man who was traveling to and from Chile with a secret. Told him. One night in June, he was passing through the Acha area, saw a strange creature rush to the front of his car, stayed for about a few seconds. His appearance, very similar to the creature mentioned in the report a few days ago. There are many more individual sightings like this one. In the years that followed, there are also scattered records. This has certainly aroused many scholars and media attention. In 2009, the American supernatural reality TV show Final Truth, Season 3, Channel West Africa goes live. The 8th episode, it tells the story of an in-depth investigation of the Eureka monster. Paranormal researcher Josh Gates led his team to Eureka. He first interviewed the officers in the first episode of the incident, and Carmen Diaz in the second episode. According to their description, it's more like some small dinosaur that's gone extinct. Among them, Carmen also drew an impression: footprints left by creatures. The painting shows 3 thick toes. With all these doubts, the Gates team overhauled the equipment deep into the desert region of climbing Acha. Attempts to locate the creature they use for infrared cameras, hoping to capture images of creatures emerging. It ended in failure. But this expedition was not for nothing. They found some carnivores, wet residue, and a giant creature is rigid. The footprint is shaped by 3 giant toes. They grind their footprints upside down. Brought back to the Los Angeles Dinosaur Institute, renowned paleontologist Luis Chiabi is pretty sure this footprint does belong to a dinosaur. He believes that this is it's very probable. Ornithopod. It was a medium-sized herbivorous dinosaur. Variety. They mainly survive in about 130 million years ago, in the early Beirut period. Body length is between 30 and 36 feet. It can weigh up to 4.5 tons. His hind limbs are clearly in the shape of 3 fingers, but he can't be sure when the footprints existed. Maybe these are footprints from tens of millions of years ago, once submerged in sand. After the change of Westlake, the rain initialized until now. And the aforementioned eyewitness, the Diaz family, from a book, saw pictures of similar creatures. They think it's a dragon hole. Red dragon is also called Ben flying dragon. That's what we colloquially call the dragon or Dao. This is a small carnivore similar to that of birds. Dinosaurs were incredibly widespread. The smallest of the great black dragons, it's only 2.3 feet long. The largest ones can grow over 20 feet, including Utahosaurus and Achyla. Although the dragon has 4 toes, but the second finger, then large sickle-shaped fingers, walking without direct contact with the ground. So the footprints they left are also 3 fingers. Coincidentally, the fossils of the above 2 dinosaurs have been unearthed in or around the intellect. No matter which of the above dinosaurs it belongs to, if you really live in reality, then this would be a subversive discovery. But the author believes that the probability that the Eureka monster is a dinosaur is not high. First, we know the first element of biological survival is water, and the Atacama Desert, sinking and flowing forest bank peak, and the impact of the cold snap in Peru. It is the driest in the world, the most desolate, one of the regions. The environment was extremely hostile, known as the dry pole of the world. The average annual precipitation is even less than 0.1 millimeters. And it has created the longest rainfall in the world, time record, from October 1903 to January 1918. Lower than not, reduced. Hard to imagine a large predator in such an environment. Evolution has survived for at least 70 million years. But there's no denying it. The sighting did happen. So these people are in the desert. What did you see? Actually, after 2 significant sightings in 2004, Chile has made relevant remarks. The director at the time, Oscar Con, indicates that he has been in office for many years. Never seen such a strange creature. There has never been a similar legend in the local area. He believes that people's estimates may be affected by wind and sound. The resulting Guangxu effect. It's actually just a dog or an ostrich. It's the same theory, and paleontologist Louis Q. At the end of The Final Truth, he explained that people are most likely to see Damie's request. Ostriches are thought to be dinosaurs. And the Great American 2 is also called the Three Fingers 2 of South America. This bird has 3 big toes with claws. The footprints left behind by dinosaurs. It means similar, and height and length. Also similar to the description in the event. Although one of the witnesses, Lee Kelm, have made it clear he didn't see an ostrich, but this theory is probably about the Eureka monster. The most reasonable explanation. There is another way of saying it. Spanish investigator from La Monavia. He said he had visited several witnesses who do not want to be named. The conclusion is Chilean military performing programmed holographic projection experiments, especially in border areas. But this statement, apparently there is a description of the sighting, because this creature at least left footprints. Until today, for the Eureka monster incident, still no complete conclusion. We may never know the truth about him. Maybe, in the remote reaches of the vast deserts of South America, there really is a beast from another era, crawling in the swamp, waiting for us to seek answers. Still the same sentence. The unknown is always fascinated. This is also the charm of UMV. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.